I
What up, bro?
apologize, Mr. Freeman, but I couldn't risk opening that door until I was sure you'd scoured the area. This is the last entrance to the Lambda complex. Every other has been sealed off to contain the invasion. When we realized that you might actually make it here, we drew straws to see who should stay behind to let you through. Obviously, I drew the short one. My colleagues are waiting at the tip of the Lambda reactor. Waiting for you, I mean. The reactor is shut down right now, but you can activate it on your way up. You'll have to flood the core anyway to get into the teleportation labs. You're not authorized to know about those. But I can see you already know a great deal more than any one man is supposed to.
So, this is all escalated rather quickly. So we're going into the Lambda Lab. I want to know why this guy was just hanging out here with a bunch of crossbow bolts. But we're going into the Lambda Lab. We need to flood the reactor so we can, with like the coolant for the reactor so we can get it started again, so that we can get to the teleportation chambers, which are secret. But we know everything because we are Gordon Freeman and we are awesome. So, off we go. And managed to tank up on health again, so no harm done from the grunt assholes. And no, you can't go that way. There you go. Okay. It all seems so obvious in retrospect. Anyway. Alright, off we go. We have the test firing chamber. And we have the Lambda coolant system. I don't remember if we actually tried to go into their firing chamber, or if we should have, I'm not sure. But doesn't matter, because we're gonna go to the coolant area and try and start a nuclear reactor. Seems like a good way to spend the afternoon, right? Poor Gordon. He's having such a long day. Such a very, very long day. Hello. Ah! Glass everywhere. Lovely. It's very encouraging. Oh god, here they are. Ah! Alright. So, we have a lot of different places to go in this area. We're starting with very much the wrong one, as it turns out. Hello! Oh god, so many grunts. Grunts forever. Ah! Also Vortigaunts. Grunts and Vortigaunts. Vortigrunts. His weapons go straight through the door. I don't think that's fair. I think that is decidedly And there's another one, because of course there is. And there's more of them spawning in. Just great. I believe at this point I realize that this is not where I want to be yet, and turn around and back off, or perhaps I carry on a misguided attempt to continue fighting here for a while, but yeah, that worked out really well. Nicely done, Blackjack. Okay. So, let's not go that way. Perhaps we will try going a different way. Such as literally any other direction. So, the idea is we want to turn on the pumps to flood the tank so that we can get to the core. Basically. Which, I think when I was playing this, I had missed what the scientists had said, so I hadn't quite picked up on what it was we were supposed to be doing. But that is the general idea. We're going to try and flood the tanks, and then we will swim over to the core and do things there. So, went in a circle, turn around, go the other way. There we go. It's all very peaceful. It looks like a swimming pool. Like, it makes me want to go swimming. Which I suppose is the point. I'm coming behind you. There we go. More fucking long-range shotgunning. Don't do it, it's not a good plan. It's never a good plan. More grunts in here. I believe this takes me a little bit of time to determine a proper strategy for. More long-range shotgunning. That's how you know it's a blackjack can't walk through. Lots of profanity and long-range shotgunning. And 2 grunts where we thought there was only 1. Isn't life beautiful? At this point I start crying vaguely to myself in a bout of frustration. And possibly switch up strategy, I can't remember. Maybe, hopefully. Let's try not the shotgun. In my defense, I at least tried not to do long-range shotgunning anymore. Of course, I also ended up with 4 health, so... Really nicely done, Blackjack. Really nicely done. Brief decision to try and carry on anyway, which doesn't last. Let's try switching guns, shall we? Running low on my omnipresent pistol, which is a bummer. Let's start conserving that a little bit more. Success. And there we go. Back to the lovely, wonderful crossbow. Excellent. Seems to vary, like, exactly how many shots these guys take to go down. Maybe it has to do with how accurately you hit their little stomach arm area, but... There we go. Let's see a thing. Oh. Hey, success. I think. Is there another one in there? I can't remember. There must be. So they were still shooting at us when we ran out the door, so... Where is he? Up top. There he is. Come on, asshole. Come out where we can see you. There you are. Jerk face. Ah, no. No. Wasting precious crossbow bolts. Hold still. There we go. Boom. So, managed to clear 1 tank room, which means we can go over and get to the pump room, which means we can do useful things. I'm still bummed that the grunts don't drop any ammo. It's kind of starting to be a problem in this area. Especially because I'm, like, continuing to rely unnecessarily on my freaking pistol. I really don't know why I like the pistol so much. It's very versatile for me. And, of course, big red lever. Obviously means you want to push it. And something happened. Water filling up. First pump is active. Success. And try to swim down here. It doesn't actually accomplish anything for me at the moment. Possibly if we came back in here later it would, but for our purposes right now, not so much. So let's just get out of here. Back the way we came. And go and make a nuisance of ourselves in the other coolant area. And hope we don't run into any more grunts. Anyway. So yes, vaguely trying to figure out what the hell I did when I filled the water tanks up. So we're gonna run across to the other tank and try and do the same thing. This is the orange tank. Freak out! Ah! This whole place is going to pieces. God damn it. And something bad happens here, I believe. Oh no! That's what it is. More grunts. Always more grunts. And of course I can't run away because the fucking debris is all up in my grill. I don't know why I'm not zoomed in there. Hey, success. And one more to go. An asshole, stop hanging out behind the thingy. There we go. Ah! No! No, terrible. I have a tendency to, like, lay into the reload button, even on things like the crossbow that take forever to reload, which is not always useful in the middle of combat. Oh no! Inconvenient door is inconvenient. Die! Die, asshole. There we go. Alright, not quite so bad that time. Barely. And I think that's all of it, although there's a bunch of barnacles hanging around, so... Gotta love barnacles. So fucking gross, man. So gross. And same deal. Gotta go stick our nose into these. Ah! Once again, Ra's having a heart attack. I love when I can snipe people out without the AI picking up on me at all. Briefly, I thought this was a more complicated jumping puzzle thing than it actually is. It's literally just walking from the other direction, but I was all like, oh, I bet I know what I'm supposed to do here, but no. Overthinking. Very much overthinking. Alright, here we go. I totally missed the actual solution to this puzzle. Whoops. You guys have probably already picked up on it, but I'm like, how do I get around the steam? I am not fast. Woo, more long-range shotgunning. Is rather satisfying with barnacles, though. They kind of explode all over the ceiling. Beautiful. And by beautiful, I mean completely gross. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Life is always better with power cells. Pull the lever, Crunk. Huzzah. And up comes the water again. And now, you may wonder, where are we supposed to go next? This is, in fact, a question I also asked myself at the time. All of a sudden I notice, hey, there's a wheel on the wall that would have made life a whole hell of a lot easier, but we don't deal in smarts around here. We just run straight into things to the extent possible. Alright, out we go. And bit of a tactical error here, actually, because I thought that we were supposed to do things down here and then just, like, leave the area. Which, I mean, is what we're supposed to do, but not the way we came. There's more to be done down here, as well as the actual exit. So this is not the right path. Regardless of the fact that I just stand here for a couple of minutes, like, expecting something to happen. Which it does, just not in the way that it happens in the sense that a Vortigaunts shows up and tries to roast me like a Thanksgiving turkey. Nope, it's not gonna move, Tiger. Keep going, there you go. Oh no! One of these bastards, too. Lovely. No! Great. Fantastic. So, what are we going to do with ourselves? The correct answer, as it is in so many things in life, is go for a swim. So we filled up the coolant tanks, and we're going to use them to swim into the reactor core itself. And we can watch the thrilling action as I slowly decipher this fact. We also need to investigate these rooms over here. You may remember the... Ah! Barney! What are you doing here?
I wonder if those boys could have made a bigger mess. Roger that. Let's run like hell.
Amen, brother. A freaking men. So, we have our, couple
Don't
of...
linger, Mr. Freeman. You've turned on the pumps.
I know.
Now take the access pipe, flood the core, and get on up to the labs without delay.
Thank you for the exposition, sir. Much appreciated. And... yes! Great success. Always very great feeling of safety from having 100 health, even if it's gonna disappear almost immediately. Okay, so we cleared this corner. Now, to investigate that area where we got our ass beat earlier, which is over here. Ah! Ah! So we filled up the water down here, so we can just keep right on going. Right the hell out. Unfortunately, leaving Barney to deal with all those grunts, but, you know, what can you do? Radiation hazard also, which is always friendly. Alright, so, this is the reactor. We gotta light it up by turning wheels, opening the coolant flow. So it fills up. For some reason I got stuck on it here and had to do something, I can't remember. Oh no! Can't breathe. There we go. And down we go again. Get the other one. Now that one's done. Success! Go up. Up, 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 up. There we go. And up the ladder. And this asshole tries to stop us, and everything is suddenly on fire. Always encouraging. At first I thought there were like 80 billion Vortigaunts in here, but it's actually the reactor, which will turn out to be a problem in a minute when I realize that the things are all going in circles. It's like spinning in circles with electricity. So you have to keep moving in order to avoid letting it hit you. And because I'm an idiot and didn't quick save, we have to do that circling around again, although I do know what I'm supposed to be doing at this point anyway. So, take a breath, turn the wheel. Turn the other wheel.